Hopefully you've enjoyed watching our renovation on the property on Edgewood Road. Watching properties go from dilapidated, ugly, non-useful condition to renovated and pristine condition is a lot of fun, and it's a big reason that we do what we do, but it's not the main reason. Our mission is to provide you with a consistent, reliable, above average return on equity, and that's what we're all in it for. It's literally all about the return on equity. What you make divided by what you have in an investment. And that holds true for every investment. Let's take a company that you might have heard of before and look at their numbers. A company called Facebook is out there on the market right now, and you can buy shares on any day. This year, they're looking at about $2.5 billion in net income. It's like, wow, that's a great investment, right? $2.5 billion is what they're gonna make this year. Now hold on. Their market capitalization right now is $250 billion. Now this is the money that people have invested in that company. So let's look at the rate of return, their return on equity, their profit divided by what people have in that company. It's pretty easy math there. That's 1%. 1% is their return on equity. A lot of people don't realize that, but a lot of people, like yourself, probably do. And that's one reason people come to us and seek alternative investments through Spartan Invest. Let's walk through the property that we just saw and see what the numbers look like on it. We're bringing in $12,000 a year in rent. That's $1,000 a month. We want to take out these annualized expenses, taxes, insurance, property management fees, and don't forget about maintenance and vacancy. A lot of companies out there won't put that on their numbers. So now we've got a net from rental operations of $83.20. One of the beauties of rental property is that you don't have to, this property costs $98,000, but you don't have to invest $98,000 of your own money in the property. You can invest with as little as 20% down of that. So $19,600 is really what you have in the property. When you do that, you need to factor in your mortgage interest payments. A lot of people take their mortgage payments, which is $44.90 on this amount, on 80% of $98,000. They'd take the mortgage payment and then they would subtract it out of this, but you can't do that because in your mortgage payment, you have principal and interest. Interest is really the only expense. Principal is just throwing it into your own savings account. So now, when we take the principal reduction, this is just the first year. This actually increases every year. So if we take the principal reduction back out, we've got $31.10 as our interest expense. Another beautiful thing about rental property is the depreciation. The IRS says that you can depreciate a rental house over 27 and a half years. So this is a net benefit to you on your taxes every year. So we can depreciate $98,000 minus the cost of the land, ends up being about $5,000, divided by 27 and a half is $33.81 in deduction value every year. Let's assume you're in the 30% marginal tax bracket. You can adjust this based on what your tax bracket actually is. And this is $10.15 that we add back in to the net income of this thing. So to get our net income on the rental property, we take this $83.20, which is our rental operating expense. We subtract out the interest expense, and then we add back in our net tax reduction. So we get a net of $62.25. So our net income from this investment is $62.25. All right, remember what we had in? $19,600? And you can do the math on that pretty quick and tell that it's a lot better than this. But I think what we come up to is about 31.8%. So you tell me, which investment would you rather have?